when his dogs and cat are being a pain in the ass. He hopes this will always last, even bring the fun to the masses. Rolling through 1-2, then beating every dungeon classes. With his goofy faces and voice all over the places, he hopes to never give up on his dreams. To bring joy and even the facts from his last podcast every week, and stream his friends to bring that energy like big booty claps. He never gets angry, but sure can get scared. With anime on his side, is always prepared, even though he's the grumpiest of bears. This bear is always cool in his chair, till the end his streams always beware. Cause he coming after you and hopes you'll be there. To hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love.
Each of those parts.
Have a good night, good life.
That's not even
Grumpy Bear has always been there, even when life isn't fair, even when no one is there. He's thinking of you with love and care. Even if he say like I care, he still give you a big hug with love and care. With his kind words, he's never afraid to share, giving you that good bear stare. Even his king, so beware. Cause every weekend at 6:30, he's bound to be there, straight sitting in his chair on every platform that he can share, just as long as he know you'll be there. So let him say this again to make it clear, though life isn't fair, he will be there just cause he wants you to be there, so he can wish you a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love. Have a good night, good life. Grumpy Bear has always been there, even when life isn't fair, even when no one is there. He's thinking of you with love and care. Even if you say like I care, he still give you a big hug with love and care. With his kind words, he's never afraid to share, giving you that good bear stare. Even his king, so beware. Cause every weekend at 6:30, he's bound to be there, stream setting in his chair on every platform that he can share, just as long as he knows you'll be there. So let him
Calm it
say
down.
this again
Why?
to make it clear, though life isn't fair, he will be there just cause he wants you to be there, so he can wish you a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love. Have a good night, good life.
The grumpiest of bears, the bears that love to play.
Oh, it has that.
People hate, people laughing
So it has
every
a
way.
magnets.
His jokes are
Kinda like
sometimes
punching
crude and sometimes
with the
fast.
highlight
But
and
for 50
magnify
years,
the
that is
straight
always
saw
having his
flash to
back.
death.
Even when his dogs and cat are being a pain in the ass, he hopes this will always last, even bring the fun to the masses. Rolling to 20 and beating every dungeon classes. With goofy faces and voice all over the places, he hopes to never give up on his dreams, to bring joy and even the facts with his last podcast every week, and free his friends to bring that energy like big booty claps. He never gets angry, but sure can get scared. With anime on his side, he's always prepared, even though he's the grumpiest of bears. This bear is always cool in his chair, till the end his dreams always beware. Cause he coming after you and hopes you'll be there, to hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love. Good night. Have a good night, good life. Grumpy Bear has always been there, even when life isn't fair, even when no one is there. He's thinking of you with love and care. Even if he say like I care, he still give you a big hug with love and care. With his kind words, he's never afraid to share, giving you that good bear stare. Even his once again to make it clear the life isn't fair. He will be there just cause he wants you to be there. So wish you a good day, good night, and as always have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love. Good night.
They'll fit on that dome.
Have a good night, good life.
It's supposed to be bone white, but just white, and then I believe, shoot, man, the colors of the marks on them. I know are red. I just don't remember if they're red within the lines or on the
No
lines.
one is there.
Lots of
He's
them.
thinking of you with love and care. Even if he say like I care, he still give you a big hug with love and
I know,
care.
I know.
With his kind words, is never afraid to share. Giving you that good bear stare. Even his king, so beware. Cause every weekend at 6:30 is bound to
More like a
be
helmet.
there. Stream setting in his chair on every platform that he can share. Just as long as you know you'll be there. So let him say this again to make it clear. The life
inside
isn't fair.
the
He won't be
lines
there just cause he wants you to
are
be
all
there.
red,
Wish you a good day,
and
a good
inside
night,
the
and as always have a
grooves of
good
the
life.
horns,
Much
the little
love.
lines
Good night,
are
good night, good night.
Everything else
Much
is
love. Good night.
white and
Have
black.
a good night, good life.
So that little crease and like crease between his eyes are black, but the other spots are inside of them are all red. I think some would take some areas black and give it up to
His jokes are sometimes crude and sometimes ass.
layer.
With his wife of 15 years that is always having his back. Even when his dogs and cat are being a pain in the ass.
Yeah, those areas
He
are black.
hopes this will always last. Even bring the fun to the masses. Rolling the 20 and beating every dungeon classes with his goofy faces and voice all over the places. He hopes to never give up on his dreams. To bring joy and even the facts with his laughs. Podcast every week and stream with friends. To bring that energy like big booty claps. He never get angry but sure can get scared. With enemy on his side is always prepared. Even though he's the grumpiest of bears. This bear is always cool in his chair. Till the end his streams always beware. Cause he coming after you and hope you'll be there. To hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love, good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love, good night, have a good night, good life. Grumpy Bear has always been there, even when life isn't fair. Even when no one is there, he is thinking of you with love and care. Even if you say like I care, he still give you a big hug with love and hair. What hair? Cause he bold and eyebrows that are clear.
Yeah,
With his kind words, he's never afraid to share. Giving you that good bear stare,
Again,
then
I don't
his
see
king,
how
so
hard it
beware.
is.
Cause every weekend at 6:30 he's bound to share. Stream setting in his chair on every platform that he can be there. Just as long as he know you'll play hard. So let him say this again to make it clear. The life isn't fair. Tell the industry to beware of this bear. So he will wish you a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life. Much love, good night, good night. Good
No, I
night,
wouldn't look little rough.
good night, much love, have a good night, good life. Cookie is the bear that loves to play.
Give me,
To make
yeah, give me
people
both-
laugh
both
in every
options.
way.
other than just like, you know,
His
of course,
jokes are
colors
sometimes
will add
crude and
time to it.
sometimes ass.
That's classic.
With his wife of 15 years, that is always having his back. Even when his dogs and cat are being a pain in the ass. He hopes this will always last. Even bring the fun to the masses. Rolling in 20 and beating every dungeon classes. With his goofy faces and voice all over the places. He hopes to never give up on his dreams. To bring joy in the
even the
You
facts.
could highlight all of
One
them.
his
Have that
dreams to bring
continuous
joy,
processing.
and even the facts with his laughs. Podcast every week, and every week, and stream with friends to bring joy and even the facts with his laughs. Podcast every week, and stream with friends to bring that
Little tiny,
energy
tiny
like
beans.
big booty claps. He never get angry, but sure can get scared. With anime on his side, he's always prepared. Even though he's the grumpiest of bears, this bear is always cool in his chair.
Yeah, because I guess he'd be trying to
Till
put
the
something.
end, his dreams
Yeah,
always beware. Cause he coming after you and hope you'll be there. To hope you'll
Yeah,
have
it's
a
always
good
cool to
day,
drive
a
and know
good
and
night,
it's
and as
for
always
itself.
have a good life. Much love. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Much love. Have a good night,
Still
good
a lot
life.
of hours. That's just a point of tips. Jeez. I'm so amazed by that. I'm sorry.
The grumpiest of bears that loves to play, to make people laugh in every way. His shows are sometimes crude and sometimes ass. With his wife of 15 years that is always having his back. Even when his dogs and cat are being a pain in the ass, he hopes this will always last. Even bring the fun to the masses. Will endue to one and being every dungeon classes. With his goofy faces and voice all over the places, he hopes to never give up on his dreams. To bring joy and even the facts with his last podcast every week, and stream his friends to bring that energy like big booty claps. He never gets angry, but sure can get scared. With anime on his side, is always prepared. Even though he's the grumpiest of bears, this bear is always cool in his chair. Till the end, his streams always beware. Cause he coming after you and hopes you'll be there. To hope you'll have a good day, a good night, and as always have a good life.
Still, like,
Much love,
we were
good
pretty
night.
good at like 3.15 on the CR10s.
Good night.
I think we were pretty at that. This is at 2.
Much love.
Yeah, but you're right.
Have a good night, good life. Grumpy Bear has always been
The
there,
original
even when
Thrus,
life
not
isn't
the-
fair,
not the
even when no one is
bed level
there.
one, right?
He's thinking of you with love and care. Even if you say like
Okay.
I care, he still give you a big hug with love and hair. What hair? Cause he pulled the eyebrows that are
remember
clear.
if I was
With
doing
his
the
kind
Thrus, I
words,
think I
he's
was
never
doing
afraid to share. Giving you that good bear stare. Even his king, so beware. Cause every weekend at 6:30 is bound to share. Stream setting in his chair on every platform that he can be there. Just as long as he know you'll play hard, so let him say this
Been a
again
while
to
since I had a
make
school
it
printer, so I
clear.
don't remember.
Though life isn't fair.
All right, alrighty then. I know y'all probably just hearing us chit chatting. Corvo is showing me a 3D model of, for those of you who have never watched the anime called Bleach, is the hollow helmet mask. I call it a helmet because it looks like more of a helmet than a mask with the bull horns. It's a mask that I always wanted to print it, but it's huge for one. It would take a long time if if you did on my old printers on the CR10s, and it would just be nice to be able to have a printer that can do multicolor instead of having to color it yourself. And for standard height, we're looking around 5 hours, but we're looking for the best quality these printers could do, which is still really good.
For the horn tip.
Yeah, we're talking like 7. You said 7 hours, right? For the highest
For
quality.
high quality?
Yeah, for the horns, just the horns.
Shit, it was like 15 hours
15,
for high
okay.
quality.
Okay, 15 hours. My brain just for some reason thought 7. Um, anyways, so yeah, this is not a right now thing, but this is definitely like in future and if life doesn't throw something at me kind of situation, I'm gonna have to hire you to give me this helmet because I've been wanting this thing since Bleach came out. I love this thing. I thought it was the coolest mask there is. I like mask. Like I just always I know like people like weapons, props. I like mask. I don't know what that says about me. I just something about
I like Mass too. I like Mass too.
Because I know some people like,
I
you know,
just
I
ain't
would
never
print
found one.
that you
I
liked.
never found one that I just had to have.
Uh-huh.
Um, Mainly because I have an idea of what I want, and I would have to custom make it.
But say, did you get the
Like,
mask from your favorite video game?
yeah,
And you haven't printed that one out yet?
yeah, I printed it out,
Okay, but say I thought
and
you
then I
printed
gave
that
it
one.
to then I gave it to a kid. But what I'll show you what I want.
Yeah.
I want the mask to this character that I created for your campaign. I want that.
Yeah. Trying to why is it giving me single shots? I guess I had to resize it because I guess it didn't giving everybody a view of the printer's programming so they can see what you're pulling up or showing. Um but yeah, I thought that mask was really cool when I saw it when you sent me the image of the supposed killer in our D&D campaign, which does not give you any clue who it is. So, like, anybody's worried, like, oh, it's gonna be spoilers. Don't worry, it ain't gonna be spoilers. You're not gonna know who it is. You're just gonna see somebody that's wearing a outfit that definitely screams, "I might not be a safe person to be around." So, that's pretty much all it is. Um, but yeah, it's
He's a not for work character.
yeah, definitely not a person that you want to have, you know, sit down and have a drink with. So, okay, let me just put it up like this, get resized. But yeah, just
So
so
you talk about liking masks and what that says about you. What does it say about me that I did this come out of my head?
your character, it says that you really like mystery, and hopefully that's all you
That
like.
was a polite way. That's a polite way of saying it. That's for sure. But yeah,
uh,
so the helmet, the head part of it,
yeah,
even at just a standard 2 millimeter layer, you're still looking at over a day because how big it
jeez.
is.
It's a definitely a big boy. So, you've been having this printer now for 1 whole week. Let's go over what have you gotten. That's still a lot of time. What have you gotten done so far with this printer?
I finished the longest part of the blade for the Buster Sword, and I finished part of a purple Power Ranger helmet. Um, Big
Press the
shit,
live
shit
button
that I couldn't do on the other one.
over
Basically, is what I've
over
done.
your mouse over it, over the feed, over the feed, over the video, over the video, over the video. You see the word live? Click that. And it should move you where we are. Okay, so you're trying to get your costume ready for y'all's Halloween week or not weekly yearly Halloween costume, which we all think you kind of got gypped last year's Halloween costume, but that's okay. This year you're gonna make sure that y'all win because well you're not the only one that has 3D printers in your sort of community, your company, whatever. But like you are definitely one of the biggest contributors and speakers on the whole 3D modeling thing. Did you press pause? You press pause.
Well,
Click
the
that.
the biggest thing is yeah, I'm not the only one with a printer at work, but I am the only one that's willing to go through this.
Yeah. And that's what I'm just like trying to say. Like y'all are going to be going as Final Fantasy VII characters. You're going as Cloud because you're losing a lot of weight. Steffi's going Tifa. Your sons are, or at least one of your sons, going as Sephiroth. What is your little son getting in on this?
I do not know.
Okay. I doubt they're going to be a part of the contest, but that's the characters you're going to be going as. Um, and that's the reason why you got these printers. Now, have you really noticed, other than the capabilities of what is like, you know, being that you can print in 8 different colors, have you noticed the actual difference between an enclosure and a non-enclosure since you've gone from
Absolutely, absolutely. So in in the enclosed printer, because the bed itself is only moving in one direction, which is down,
Yeah.
and the tool head is doing all the other work, it might take a little longer than a bed slinger to print it because a bed slinger is hauling ass.
Yeah, it is.
But its print quality is much better.
And you think
It's much more precise because the bed is not having to move forward and backward
okay.
the entire time. It's only moving down the thickness of the layer.
So do you think you, even if the bed slingers, the open air one as they might call them, you think the quality is worth the fact that you're now going at a much slower speed? I would say much, just
Well, it's
slower.
not well compared. Okay, so that's a comparative. So it's slower than a bed slinger of the same generation.
Yeah,
It is still faster than any CR series fucking printer we ever had
by a metric mile.
by a metric mile. So for me, I'm already faster than what I was when I started printing. So that's a plus. And I'm getting better quality, and I can dial my layers in really tight. I mean, hell, you've seen the back of the helmet printing, and you could almost not see the layer line.
Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to see is like, is you you going forward and you buy your next, you probably buy your next printer in the next 2 or 3 years, and the options are faster printed at the same quality now, or go for slightly slower speed in that generation, but have a higher quality of look. Are you going to be focusing yourself more on quality now rather than speed?
I will always go quality over speed.
Okay, because like that's what me and you were talking about like a while back. Like we were trying to figure out what printer you were going to get out of these two generations of printers. You were like, well, I'm going to go open air because it's much faster. I'm like, and I was saying, well, maybe you should do the enclosed one. We had that little discussion, but you definitely were leaning at that time at the speed one. It was still pretty good quality, or really good quality compared to what we were doing, but it was speed was just way faster. And then eventually you went and you saw how your son's printer was doing. You went, wait, I like that one the way that looks though. It's slightly slower than mine, but I like the way that looks. And then you went and got your one, and then you got yourself a bigger one. So like, is the quality already there for you now? Now you just look for speed, or you still look for even better quality?
For me, I am happy with the quality, but I can always be even happier with quality.
Mhm.
I will tell you at this time, right now,
Okay.
because I don't know what kind of things may come up later that could change my mind. But right now, if I was to go buy another printer, it would be enclosed.
Be close. Okay.
I like the enclosed so much better. It doesn't shake tables. It doesn't sling beds. It's not hauling ass, vibrating shit. It sits, it moves down a layer at a time, and that tool head just does its job.
Yeah.
Period.
And it was zipping
And
for what I watched.
I'm very pleased with the enclosed. And even another guy that I know that I work with, he was like us and open aired all the way up until he got his first enclosed, and even he'll tell you he'll never go back to a
Done.
bed slinger ever. Done. That shit.
Sound.
Yeah. If I was to let me put it like this: if I sat you down and told you, all right, Grumpy, for 2 weeks you get to use both the little enclosed printer and the little bed slinger, I guarantee you, speed be damned.
Mhm.
By the end of those 2 weeks, you would be like, I'll keep the enclosed one. Fuck
Yeah.
that other
Like-
shit.
Like it's not just like the quality that I knew about enclosed. Again, I've been following, as you well know, 3D printers since the inception. Can't say the word right. Inception of 3D printers.
Inception.
Inception. And I've seen pretty much every single 3D printer under the sun. And at one time, they did have 3D printers in boxes, but they weren't enclosed, right? They didn't have window panes, or they weren't closing the sides at them. They the
They
back were
had
closed.
enclosures. Yeah, they had enclosures around the printer, basically.
Yeah, but it was still very much open air. And as soon as I saw enclosures and was like, wait, now you can print, different types of materials. Because like if I got one, I would print in PLA, but there'd be sometimes I would want to do in PET G or carbon or brass, and just have different types
Or
to
like
it.
I have a print project coming up. That I'm going to do an ADS
Mhm.
because it can hold up. It can hold up to temperatures up to 90 degrees Celsius, which is 160, 170 degrees Fahrenheit. before it starts trying to warp.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. And open air ones, some of them could do it, especially back then, but it was a struggle. But soon people like figured that enclosures just made it that like way easier. It's like, okay, you got me sold because like now I do more than just one type of okay, this is a sidebar real quick. This literally happened like 2 days ago. Somebody made filament that is soap. Soap.
Yeah.
Why? Because you
Yeah.
fucking can.
And that didn't happen. That didn't happen just 2 days ago. Shit. The girl at work that I told you has like a room of printers now.
Yeah.
She's already printed a bar of soap, and that was like over a month ago.
Like that is like again, why? Because you can't. So if you can start printing in soap, and people are like, why would you want to print soap? You know how many people out there just like to have soap in different shapes and forms, just like like a soap that look like a dinosaur, just because, and then people sell that because it's soap that looks like a dinosaur that somebody 3D printed. Just sounds like it sounds stupid from a market center point of view. That is awesome. As soon as somebody can figure out how to print in silicone, there's going to be somebody out there printing some things they're not supposed to be. But I'm not going to judge them because that's the market.
It's like, so let me tell you something else that has come about. So, like, I wish I had a vacuum seal machine now.
Okay. You can make those. It's actually pretty cheap.
And the reason I say that for doing, no, I don't mean like vacuum sealing a bag. I mean, I want a vacuum forming machine.
Yeah. Like people like frames and like smash it down and then have a plastic that sucks down to it. Yeah, people make those all the time.
Yep. I wish I had one because, like, for example, that Power Ranger helmet I'm doing for Little Man.
Yeah.
The model included the blanks to be able to print and lay down and do the vacuum seal on top of. I mean, I could have printed that negative, slapped it on there, and went click, wham, and had the vacuum seal for the face.
Yeah. And then you'll be able to make as many as you want to at a much faster pace.
And this guy's even he's so smart because he's like, if you ain't got a vacuum seal machine, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make the visor, but I'm gonna make perforations in it so you can see through it.
That is very smart.
So now I can 3D print when I do his. I'm 3D printing his with the visor with the perforations in it so you can see through it.
Yeah. So you don't have to worry about like getting some like film or some kind of like thing and having to cut it out and be like flimsy pieces of plastic and try to put it in there, and glue it in place. It's like just a bunch of holes. You can put it over and cut the holes out if you want to, right? To how that look, but like you can still see out. But yeah, like that's just and what really annoys about me because like people are like even things like that are becoming more and more people are like trying to find laws to block people from doing that kind of stuff. Like I just want to make something that might have a form or shape of a pew pew, and you just want to take that away from me. But yeah, I just saying that every time we get in the conversation of printers, I'm finding new things that they're coming out with printers that are maybe makes no sense to the average person out there. And the only thing like me, some people might see from us is like, oh, they're just making faster, they're just making them bigger, they're not really improving on them. Like they are improving at a breakneck speed that to maybe the average person like that's dumb. Why would you want a bar of soap 3D printed? But someone else out there just sees like this is more than just a bar of soap. This is almost a test to see what we can push the boundaries of what materials we can make. And even your friend just got a device that I would have loved about 4 or 5 years ago. The you can start making your own filaments out of the failed prints or out of supports that what else are you gonna do with them? You're gonna just throw them away. Why? You can now make it filament now.
Or if you're like me and it's something that you're trying to do as a mock-up, then you use the filament that you created out of the rainbow of shit that you've got because you don't care what color it is. You just want to see, did it print? Is it the right size? How did the quality turn out? Did I get the layers right? That's all you care about.
Yeah.
And guess what? The nice thing is when you're done, that same fucking shit can be recycled again.
Yes. And people, especially when 3D printers first came out, a lot of people just said e-waste. And I was completely understanding it made sense. But then someone made filament that if you put it out in the sun, it will deteriorate like anything else, and it will go away. I'm like, that was
Dude,
awesome.
they've got filament that deteriorates in water now.
Yeah. Which
You
I
can literally set a roll in one of these boxes and tell this program I got, hey, when you're printing supports, always print from this box spot, and it will print every one of those supports that you see on the screen for that helmet out of that particular filament. And when you're done, you pop it off and drop that bitch in a bucket of water and give it about 15 minutes. And when you pull it out, guess what? There's no supports on it.
yeah.
It's all gone.
The only
It's
thing I'm
dissolved.
oh yeah, only thing I'm curious about that one, like that's really awesome, is one, filtering it, how easy it is to filter that stuff out of it. And
It's not a filter. It literally dissolves.
yeah, yeah,
There's nothing to filter.
I'm talking about it's now in the water in some ways, not just like disappeared. It's now liquid form.
It breaks down to a chemical that evaporates out of the water.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like it was like a
It's
soap that
gone.
just melted and just like floating in the
You
water
lose
now.
a little bit of water content. You lose a little bit of water content because of the dissolving function,
Okay.
but you just keep dumping shit in there until that bucket is dry.
Oh, okay. So it's like an alcohol. Like it just evaporates over time.
Yeah. I mean, they
Okay.
even like right, and if you're worried about it too much, they make fucking filament that dissolves in alcohol, and like you said, alcohol evaporates.
Yeah.
So
So
at the end of the day, it's just poof.
yeah. Yeah.
You
So
know?
like I said, it's printers are like if you're a person out there as conscious of the plastics. Plastics are getting better. The plastics are getting safer. And eventually it's gonna get to a point where maybe not you yourself, but you'll know somebody that will have a machine that can turn waste into a workable product. Now I've seen people in the past literally just take filament and just melt it into form seals, like we were talking about a second ago, to make shapes out of them. They're just solid bricks of it, which like that's kind of cool, but it's not really a utility kind of thing. Like you can't really make them into a usable part unless you melt them really good and make sure no air bubbles and so on. It's a process, right? You probably can make something sturdy out of it, but it'd be a process. But I just like the fact that you yourself, being that you're still using spool printers. The whole reason I got away from it because I had a big old bag. I mean, almost up to my chest, a bag of just nothing but support plastics that hadn't I had nothing to do with it. I kept saying someday I'll have one of those devices, but now you know somebody and you're able to just go to their house, like, hey, here's a couple bucks, give
And
me
that
some beads,
and
mix it, we're good.
on that topic, that exact same person has also done a DY do it yourself fucking filament creator that'll create filament from your plastic bottles.
Oh, she's done that one too? Man, that woman
Yep.
is she is creative or creative. I'm having a hard time say speaking today. Creative. She's a very bright woman. It's like I feel like she found her wrong calling and she just found it because she keeps every time you talk about her, she's like she's
Yeah,
doing
and
something else.
she'll message me or come by and see me and be like, "Hey, can I pick your brain about something?" And we'll talk for a few minutes, and she'll tell me what issues she's having, and I'll tell her, "Well, I would try this or do that or something," and she'll come back next day. That fixed it, and look, I did this, and it's fucking awesome. I'll be like, "Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool,"
Yeah.
you know. It's like, so she has offered to help me with recycling some of my stuff because she's got the recycling unit.
Yeah.
I, per my lovely wife, have been told that I will have a 3D scanner in the next year or so.
They're getting cheaper. They're getting
Um,
cheaper.
have offered to allow her to borrow the scanner in the same
They.
spirit of sharing. Um, and once like I said, she's got a recycler. She's got printers. I take her bottles sometimes, and she recycles those into fucking filament.
if I get a scanner, if you put the two of us together, there ain't gonna be a whole hell of a lot that can't be done. Yeah. Like she sent me a message the other night. Hey, how did you put that circuit that you put together? And I sent her the layout for it, and she's like, "Oh, that's fucking cool," you know. And then I messaged her. I'm like, "Hey, that thing that you printed, how many pieces did you print, and what kind of lock and key mechanism did you use to put it together?" She sent it to me. You have no idea the amount of shit that me and her alone are responsible for being on people's desk at work right now. Okay, so here's a quick question for you.
Like,
I know
there are any.
I know you've tinkered with Tinkercad a lot more than I have. Um, and this is just a side little note for me. I had at one time I was trying to make keyholes to have two prints to connect to each other. Is there a way in Tinkercad to go, yeah, here's hole, here's peg, and there's have Tinkercad automatically like magnetize them together. Like just know right where one hole and peg is. So I don't have to go to one negative, go to the other one positive, and just
No,
fidget with it over and over again.
that's not how that works.
Ah,
That's not how that works.
I'm just saying. I was trying to do a positive and negative.
It's a very, very basic program. Hell, even more advanced programs don't really have that feature.
Somebody needs to make it.
That would require the program to know what you're thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
And that ain't how that works. Now, at some point, we could probably get to where that dirty word is embedded into the program, and you can tell it what you want it to do, and it'll do it. But
put the peg in the hole. Damn it!
I think at that point, that would probably take a little bit of the enjoyment out of it for me, because part of the enjoyment is the struggle. And then when you get that aha moment, I got it figured out, you're like, fuck yeah,
I did.
I figured out how to do keyholes pretty quick in Tinkercad now.
Yeah, I did it. I did it once.
Pretty fucking quick.
I did it once or twice, and I'm after the twice time I did it, I went, "This is too much." I did it. I figured it out, but I was not happy about it.
I can probably do a keyhole in 3-4 minutes. I've done a lot of it.
Yeah.
I
haven't done a lot.
I sat there and took the time to figure it out. I did a lot of it, and it's literally just comes down to your thought process. You got to get the right thought process. Once you have it,
I had to figure I had to line both the models in the right spot and on the right axis and adjust the measurements a little bit. Then I had to make the
and that's part of where you were having your problem, because you're limiting yourself to a very small group of objects, because you're thinking, all right, I have this object, I need to have a hole in this object, and I need to have a peg in this object, and I got to have the peg. Now you're 3 objects, and now you're trying to make just those 3 objects do the job you want to do. When in reality, you could do it faster if you just increase the number of objects.
Increase the number of objects. That sounds.
Yeah. It sounds counterintuitive, but believe it or not, it's not. If you watched me do it,
Probably
you'd
catch
be
on.
like, "Some bitch,
Cause
motherfucker."
like
You'd be mad as hell
yeah,
because
because like one was
it,
expended in air, the other one was on the platform, and I had to light it up, and I had to connect the peg, and then or put the peg in a spot, have it go over, make the negative, have it come back over, connect itself to the main object, and then I was like, okay, it's like, damn it. And if you got it wrong just a little bit, you could tell. I was like, it's not quite the same spot. Yeah, I must have got to turn a little bit this way, turn a little bit this way. I was like, but yeah, I'm just saying, like, 3D people or people that are making 3D models are still in abundance. They're still making things, and I'm so glad it's still going. I just hope certain things in the states don't start all trying to go about it and start trying to get rid of it. Because somebody was showing me like they were a Nerf gun enthusiast, Nerf guns. Hence the second word, guns, right? And people immediately just don't like it. And I was like, I was telling this guy, like, man, it's gonna suck if they ever, outlaw these kind of parts for Nerf guns. And the guy's like, there's no program for that right now. I'm like, you don't know what's going on, do you, my friend? You have no clue what's going on. If it has a shape or function,
well,
what are you doing?
bah, you motherfucker. All right, fuck you. I'll redo you later.
I didn't do nothing.
No, I messed around in that other program,
Yeah.
and when I did, it changed things.
Okay.
But
Okay.
yeah,
So I got
I
some.
mean, can it be?
I got some relatively good news.
Go ahead.
Um, so I don't know if you remember this. This is a while back, and remember that girl that I told you, kind of sexually assaulted a guy, and all she got was like a slap on the wrist, and then she was like pretty much like let go and whatnot. I'm trying to get the that okay, never mind. Don't worry about that. I'm just trying to get the third screen.
Yeah,
So yeah, she got the slap on the wrist, and then she came back 2-3 days later, and she, like, she was all happy about it, bragging about it, and then she got caught on camera shoplifting. Well, Twitch finally permanently banned her, and she has not been back since. And this girl was toxic, and I think Twitch is finally getting rid of. I call them annoyance streamers, people that are purposely doing things to annoy or
annoyance streamers.
yeah, like they just their whole get up is to make people mad, get people upset with them, or to annoy people to hell and back. I mean, just bother them. You heard anybody like that before? It's like whatever you do, they just seem to enjoy making people uncomfortable or making people upset with them and find it like absolutely hilarious. That's what I think Twitch is finally like
Yeah,
getting the like, hey, yeah, they're getting us views, getting people on our channel, but I think they're finally growing up and going, yeah, you know what? This might not be a good thing. Because she got arrested too. She was let out that night. But YouTube or not you, Twitch finally permanently banned her. And I don't know if it's just a stunt, because everything online, you really can't tell what's a stunt or what is real anymore. Because every time you think something's real, you kind of find out, oh, it's either it is or it's completely not. Like there's no in between. There's no vague area that I have come across yet, mind you. Either it was or was not. Like for example, a lot of the games that I told you that would fail because they were putting certain things in the video games. Yeah, a lot of them are getting shut down, and a lot of them did terrible in the sales. So it's like I called it as like they could make it. They could be different. Nope, I was right. And it's like Jesus. But yeah, I'm happy for that. I'm so glad. It's just one of those people that I don't think they're making the internet better. And I'm just gonna say I'm glad that one more person that does not make the internet better is gone. I want that industry to die in a video game because you have to say that nowadays because people
Yeah.
get the wrong idea. It's so sad. You gotta say that stuff like that just to protect yourself, like in a video game or allegedly or anything else like that, just to cover your ass. Okay. So
That image I sent you.
okay. I was saying, okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Let's see. Here. Over here. Why are you? Oh yeah, that's the helmet, and that's
That's
it.
the front of the helmet. Yes.
Okay, and this is one of the no, this is one of the newer Power Rangers, right?
Yeah. This is from Dino Charge because that's his favorite group.
Okay, but say like I don't remember the original Power Rangers having that look, even though they had dinosaurs as their mechs. Were they always dinosaurs? They weren't always dinosaurs. They were animals at one time, I think, or dragons another
No,
one.
no. They were dinos, they were animals, they were ninjas, they were samurais, they were fucking rescue workers, they were all kind of that man. Power Rangers have been all kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember like what all kinds of their mechs were, their themes were. Um, You know what? I'll full stop. I'll be honest with you. I was a Power Ranger fan all the way up to the movies with the ooze. You know what I'm talking about? The pink ooze guy.
Yep.
That was me all the way up
Secret
to
of
that.
the Ooze, yeah.
Yeah, that was me all the way up to the pink ooze guy. The movie. I had the movie too. I love that shit. All the way up to that point. After that, I was gone. I don't know what happened to me. I just moved. It's like movie's awesome.
See,
Bye.
I was a I was a I was a big Power Ranger fan until the all of the originals were gone.
The originals. Okay.
And then I was like, right. So like I was and I mean, I know Tommy came back in a couple of them in a
Yeah.
couple of series, but nothing ever hit with me like Tommy, Jason, Zach, the original crew.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, the original Green Ranger, he hit with me something serious. I love Tommy's original Green Ranger.
Yeah, I
Um,
I honestly I like the White
and
Ranger too.
I, I'm not even gonna lie. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find it.
I'll show y'all, y'all, so I can see what we're looking at here. I gotta make sure I click the right one because I don't know which one it is. Discord? Yeah, there it is. Okay, gotta do it on both screens. So give me a second here because why is it? Okay, some reason it's not showing it. Why do you look like this? What happened? I didn't do nothing. Is it because I have it in full screen like this? Why is it? Okay, I have to fix that later.
Where is
Sorry. I don't know what
Southern
happened.
Pack? Where are you?
Why did it look like that? Can I default this thing? Default it? Let's see if that fixes it. I doubt it. I'm gonna just try to pull it up and see if it defaults it. No, like it's super long too. Why are you super long and why you look oops. What happened here?
All right. So whenever you're ready,
Okay.
this is something I will be buying. I will be buying this for myself.
Uh-huh.
Um, I don't know if you want me to share the screen or send you a screenshot, whichever one you want to do.
Share your screen. For some reason, me um showing Discord on like on the chat of the Discord is just completely messing it up. And I'll just stop this one. Boop, there we go. All right, and then I can now go to here and here, go to here and here, then hopefully that will be the right size for it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, this is the for those who are in a vertical, I'll try to get the horizontal. This is the helmets you talking about that were able to open and shut like the originals or have a hinge to
Yep.
them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I'm glad you don't see what's going on my screen because I somehow like it's gone super size and I don't know why. And I gotta fix it on. Probably have to like honestly just delete it and bring it back up. I don't know how to fix it because I don't even see a bit of the image on the vertical. And this is on that this is on that uh, I forget the name of this website. It's one of the cheaper
Colts.
websites to be buying 3D models from. That's for sure. Um,
Colts.
Colts, yeah, Colts. I even have a 3D model on this website. The Mewtwo Pokeball that I did a couple of years back. No one ever bought it. Whatever. Uh, I thought it was cool, but then somebody else
I've got one.
yeah, but then
I've
somebody
got
else
one on here
made
too, but
the same
nobody's ever bought
kind
it
of
either.
thing. Same kind of thing. But yeah, it's a really
See,
honestly
I'm excited. I'm excited to buy this because it comes with all 7 models. But what I'm really excited for, and I'm gonna buy tonight.
there we go. It's like a lion nose sword. People are always making models, so
Why
if you
did it take my?
description away. There we go. The movie version of Master Universe Master Sword. Now, okay, quick question, because to me they look the same, but you're a more concerning eye. What makes the movie version and the cartoon version different?
Okay, so let's do a little. Let's do a little side by side here. Hang on just a second.
Because I saw, I'm like, oh, that's a He-Man sword. I'm like, then it's like, oh, they're different. I'm like, how? I know they couldn't very draw very good versions of swords back then, or it's a cartoon, so it's like details can sway. But oh,
So this
okay,
is the original.
yeah.
This is the original.
Thick, even at the very end.
This
And that one is more of a
and
swoop
this,
hollow.
but they did a good job making a something that could be used as a sword look as close to me
Yeah.
as they could.
Now,
Like,
I will
and
say that there's one bad news about He-Man, but I will go to that too. But I think they like again, as somebody that's not a huge He-Man sword or fan, when I looked at it, I'm going, that's a He-Man sword. It just that seems more realistic than the cartoon version, being that they're not going to show a lot of details because it's a cartoon, so they're not going to be like making sure every single drawing of the swords is exact the same every single time. They got to get through the scenes fast. Um, I think it looks cool. Now, how practical it is, no clue. Not a clue.
we'll find out.
I like even the sides, like even like looks like little handles, like looks like the place you would like be pulling out of a stone or pulling out of something, or using to jam down in something, if you want to, do some real damage. You got some handlebars on the side of them. It's a cool looking sword. It has a very classic style. And again, to me, just that looks like the He-Man sword. So I didn't know about that it was like that. But apparently the movie is on its third weeks of movie sales, and from how much money they spent to make the movie and how much money they made on the movie, so far they're at a loss. So if you want to support the He-Man movies, you better go watch it so they can make a He-Man 2.
Which I find absolutely fucking hilarious because where I live, everybody that has went and seen it has absolutely fucking adored it and went back and has seen it a second time.
Yeah, so like maybe the second sell or second
I
reviewers.
don't know how much truth I'm putting into shit that's being said.
Yeah.
Because like there's a
Well,
difference in what's being said online and what I'm hearing come out of people's mouth.
well, no, it's the like Like they do like a weekly report and they show how many of the box office tickets are sell, and they they show that as a
Yeah,
way of like,
but they can't they can't realistically they shouldn't even be using that as a benchmark anymore because they did this shit to themselves by doing this whole making it easy for people to just wait for it to come out and watch it at home.
yes, yes,
That's what they did.
so true.
So I don't even know why people even use that as a benchmark anymore because let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to happen just like it did with other shows here recently, where it went to the box office and it sucked ass.
Yeah,
Then it's going to release on a streaming platform and then it's going to blow the fuck up
yeah,
because everybody is going, why am I going to go spend money and go to a theater? I just sit and wait for the subscription that I already pay for X amount of service to get it when it comes out and watch it for free. And then all the views are going to go up.
yeah. That's what I
That's
was saying.
where they did it to themselves.
Yeah, that's why I still think, we talked about this a couple weeks back during the podcast. I still think if they can find a safe, reliable way of streaming movies that are in the box office from home, like they did for the Demon Slayer movies, they did it with Demon Slayers, they would see a much better sales in weeks of movies rather than slowly relying on hoping people go to the theater, go sit themselves
I
down
mean,
and
I
actually see
love
it.
going to the theater.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
love going to the theater. And I'm going to continue to go to the theater, but I just don't think the sales at the theater should be the benchmark anymore. The benchmark should be when it's released to a streaming platform because that's where the other 78% of the world is waiting to see it at.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I've known
you go
people.
look at any major movie
Yeah,
that's done that lately. You know,
I've known people that literally would say, like, even myself, I've caught myself saying, "I like, I'll wait for it to come out online." But I've known people that literally say also, online would say, the tickets or the sales are bad, so the movie must be bad. It could be true. Not always, not always, not always, not always. But it could be true. But like, you don't really know until you see it yourself. And the only way you can do that, especially when it's gonna take a while for it to be eventually released online, is to go see it yourself and see for yourself if it's actually good or bad. And
because I can tell you, I had conversations with around 6 different people today.
uh-huh.
All 6 of those people went and seen that movie. All 6 of those fucking people absolutely adored it.
And I'm gonna be going back
And
to
I'm
see it
gonna
again.
tell you that what I see happening is there's probably 30 or 40 other people in that building that can't wait to see it, but they don't have the money to go to the theater, so they're waiting for their streaming platform that they pay for to
Mm-mm.
get it. Guess what? That means when it hits the fucking streaming platform, it's going to be another one of those. Look at this. It tanked in the box office, but it's resurged when it hit blah, blah, blah. No, motherfucker, didn't resurge. People were just waiting.
Yeah, I think it should go from. Then again, I still think they should stream it in, like, at certain times, like the back the old days. You'd be able to order a movie online and have to wait a certain time frame when movies are in the theater, so you can watch it from home too. But then if they don't do that, then release it on, like, let's say, websites so you can rent it, like Amazon. You can rent some movies, like the Sonic movie when it came out. A couple weeks afterwards, you were able to rent that movie from Amazon and watch it from them for like a day or so, or so many times, and then release it on DVD if people still buy that. Which honestly, I still like physical format. Just honestly, um, yeah. When the Demon Slayer movies come out on DVD, I'm buying those. I am. I'm buying those. Those are going to be mine. I'm going to buy the. Hopefully, there's going to be a box set of it. Just all three movies of the Demon Slayer movies. So yeah,
I,
I just
I got, when you're done with this, I got something that's going to pique your interest.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna still see the movie. I'm just gonna see it in ways I can afford. I can't afford the movies.
Yeah, I say it's going to pique your interest if it's not something you've read yet.
Okay, okay.
because I picked up a manga the other day.
All right.
And you know me, I don't talk about my mangas that I read very much. I do read them. I
Yeah.
just don't talk about them a whole lot.
Yeah.
They gotta be something to make me want to talk about them.
Really
Okay.
catch your attention. Okay.
I tell you like this. I shit you not, I had not read any of it. And then last night we were getting up to go to bed, and Stealthy said, "Hey, you forgot this the other day." And she handed it to me. Now, when I stood up, I am about to take steps towards the bedroom, and I fucked up. And I opened the manga.
Okay. You're
And
hooked.
instead of stepping forward, I took 2 steps back and sat down. And then 15 pages later, I'm like, wait, I gotta go to bed. Get the fuck up, get the fuck up, get the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, um, you may have heard of this. Hell, you may have read it. But if you haven't,
Okay.
for once, I'm going to give you a recommendation.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Okay. I do not recognize it. I do not recognize it. Okay.
It's called News Exorcist.
News Exorcist. Okay, I'm gonna be doing a quick little
Nues Nue apostrophe S Exorcist.
news, like the newspaper.
No, news like Nue apostrophe S. New is her name. So News Exorcist.
How you spell exorcist?
Exorcist.
Okay, I found it. All right. So, what is this manga? Give me a quick little synopsis of this one.
Okay, so this is what I've gathered so far because this is volume one. I've never read it.
Okay.
Essentially, you've got a kid who's lived his entire life with the ability to see spirits.
All right.
Okay, even at some point in his life, watched a spirit that was able to manifest kill his father.
All right.
He has realized that the best thing to do to keep these spirits from getting strong enough to do said things is to live a quiet, peaceful, calm life, because what gives them their power is negative, angry, aggressive emotion, right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So he spends most of his life trying to be very calm, very chill,
Yeah.
until one day at school where he accidentally finds New's hidden room, who also happens to be a spirit who has been sealed in this room for 60 years. And she is the reason why the school hasn't already been taken over by a bunch of fucking spirits. Because, you know, kids, negative emotions, fights, anger, shit like that. She pretty much, on the regular, gathers all the other spirits together and kills them, but can never kill enough of them to get out. She's fucking sealed there, right?
Yeah.
Well, he meets New. New convinces him, so I understand, to help her clean out the fucking school
Okay.
because she's gonna loan him some of her spiritual power.
All right. So apparently, Viz on their manga website, if anybody's interested in taking this a read, they have it for free up to chapter 3, which is normally not entire manga. Manga is usually like an entire book of a manga would be like, let's say for this example, this right here might be 4 volumes, maybe 5 volumes. Depends on how many pages are in it. They don't really say volume 1, volume 2 inside of it. They just kind of cut it up in snippets, like maybe sometimes 15 pages front and back. And they call those volumes. Don't ask me why they do that, but they do that. So if you want to read at least a good portion of the first book, you got 3 volumes free on their website. And for some reason, I don't ask me why, they have like the latest 3 last chapters, or not last, but like the newest chapters of it also for free. Chapter 147, 148, and 149. So if you're one of those people that want to skip the current day story and be lost in the sauce of the how many chapters there are, and just read what's current, go right forward. Or if you want to be just been keeping up with it. I don't know why they did this, but they gave the first three and the last three of the current release. Apparently there is several not different, but several volumes already released. So if you're wanting to be like, me, you're gonna have a while to pick them up. Um, where did she find this at? Was this at Books a Million?
Yeah. So we had to go back down there yesterday because little man, when we went the first time and got like the manga that I'm shipping you,
Yeah.
um, he ran across a Lego set that he wanted, but he didn't have his money with him at the time.
Okay.
So we went back down there yesterday so he could pick it up. And while we were there, uh, I picked this up. And I checked again for volume one of that other one that you recommended, and they still didn't have the motherfucker. Bastards.
Well, they're gonna be coming out with the anime of it, but they don't always have
Right.
one to one.
But this this is good.
Uh,
This is really good.
do you have? Because I didn't see on here because I was looking for it. Does it have a genre? Just in case somebody like is interested in the genre, because like does it say a genre? I imagine it will have like um maybe a murder mystery, maybe action, fantasy. Maybe it'll have since it deals with ghosts, maybe s- not say spiritual, maybe horror, maybe.
I don't know. It don't really. I don't see a genre
Let me see if I
anywhere.
can maybe like if I put in asking for the genre of it. Okay, so let's see what the website says the genre of this is. All right, genre it says supernatural, mutant comedy. Apparently, there's some comedy in it too. Um, yeah, that's what it's saying. So supernatural, super, uh, super mutual. That's super mature.
All right. So I'll give you the little synopsis that's at the back of the book. Maybe that'll make more sense than what I said. I can't really pronounce his name right now.
Yeah,
Um,
good luck with that.
so I just call him. I call him Ga
Uh huh.
because I can't really say the rest of his fucking name. Um, but as far as long as he can remember, he's been able to see spirits, beings that are drawn to human sadness and anger. Uh, a faithful encounter with a quirky pop culture loving spirit named New marks the start of his adventure as a spirit exorcist. And then the excerpt below it says, um, his only goal in life has been to avoid spirits and try to live in peace. One day, he accidentally enters a sealed room and meets New, a quirky spirit who asks him to defeat the evil ones roaming his school. He's reluctant to take her up on the offer, but the spirits won't be waiting patiently for him to make up his mind.
Okay, so yeah, it is supernatural and it's action comedy. So there's some form of humor in it. So I don't know how the humor
Oh,
is.
yeah, absolutely. I tell you what part of the humor is. It's the fact that she's a fucking powerhouse of a spirit that's been locked up for 60 years, but video games like a fucking beast.
Okay, so she has a hobby when she's dead.
Not shit. Yeah, I mean, like when he stumbles into the room and she talks him into coming in there, that one of the first things she does is get him on a video game in like a fighting tournament style video game and kicks his ass. And I'm like, the fuck?
Hey, okay, so and who was it by? Like not no, not by the publisher. Who was the publisher? The on the book of it, the spine of it, you will see the publisher. Like it'd be either Horse or the ship one. I forget the name of the ship one or VIZ.
SJ?
Eshe? Oh, Eshe. Okay, yeah, yeah. All right, so that's a pretty one. I try to see if it was like Japanese or Chinese. They've been up a lot of Chinese mangas of lately too. So keep your eyes on those. Those are actually not that bad. So okay, yeah. The one I was recommended for Corvo Band was Nova. It's coming out it's coming out on in an anime. Uh, Gaia Garabachi. This is this one right here. This is the manga.
Why the
Uh,
fuck can I say Koragachi, but I can't say this dude's fucking name? It pisses me off.
it's a story about a son and a father that are blacksmiths, and the father had made some apparently very legendary swords during a war that was used, and all the swords had powers. And his son wants to take his place someday. He wants to be better than his dad, so he starts learning blacksmithing from his dad. And someday, or some I said at some point, some very powerful gangs come there, kill his dad, take all the swords, and his son wants revenge, and he wants to get all of his dad's swords back. So it's a very much I wouldn't say a tournament, but like a very much like a revenge kind of like samurais, like samurai not samurai warriors, but Afro samurai kind of vibe. And there's a bunch of strong people. All of them are learning how to use their swords. He made a sword, and there's like goldfish in it, and I won't go why there's goldfish in it, but the goldfish are awesome. Just to say that goldfish are badass. Love the goldfish. Um, so yeah, it's a very good one, but they're gonna be coming out with the anime of it soon. And it's made about the same people that kind of do like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, like that. It's from them. I think it's also via yeah VIZ. So like that's why they always release
So
mangas like this and animes like that because like it's a
I
good trope.
seen I seen a manga. I probably don't need to buy it to read it because I've seen the anime, but
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna buy it just because of how much I like the anime. But uh uh Ragnarok,
yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna get that shit
Which
because
I did finally catch up with Ragnarok. I did see the like how far the humans and gods are winning. Um, and I was kind of surprised about a few of them, and I was kind of hoping that let's just say a certain very shiny, very flamboyant god would die to the man that wanted to push humanity forward and always keep building. If anybody knows what I'm talking about here, that definitely likes electricity, and it was in a mech suit. I was rooting for him, but sadly he didn't.
yeah, you're rooting for Tesla,
Yeah,
Nikola.
I was hoping like, come on, like this dude seems like an asshole. Well, no, he lost to no mind, he lost to the Spartan, but I was rooting for Tesla during that match. Um, I kind of say I'm starting to notice a little bit of sign, a little bit of maybe a little bit of bias in the perspective of where these animes are being made of and the culture and who are winning and who are losing more times than not. And I'm starting to see like they kind of have a bias in who they want in the story to win from their history, but everybody else from other histories are losing a lot. I'm like, sorry, but you're talking about some of the like, there's other people that are actually really, really badass and they're losing. And these people that most cultures, if they actually had a real fight in real life, they would whip their ass. But that's just my
Well, but
perspective on it.
yeah, you got you're taking that perspective, and that would be true, but you're forgetting that a lot of the human wins are basically due to abilities they're granted by the Valkyries. So that kind of evens the playing field a little bit. Like, there's no way Jack the Ripper would take out fucking Hercules, but you give
No,
Jack the Ripper with the abilities that that fucking Valkyrie gave him, and Herc, dude, fucking go home. You
yeah,
know?
yeah. Uh,
Um,
I just say like they're definitely killing other cultures a lot more often. I'm just like not one win yet. except for Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper
I
is the
mean,
exception.
they killed. Well, I don't know. The Olympians have won one, and the Olympians have had a god killed.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, there's been people dying on both sides from different areas. It's just they haven't allowed every area to be successful yet,
Hmm.
and I think that's kind of because they got so many different genres of gods in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So like this isn't just gods as in Norse, this isn't gods as in Greek, this isn't gods as in Hindu. I mean,
Mm,
this is every fucking god and
yeah.
every fucking person. I mean, Adam almost beat Zeus.
I know. I honestly, I was
I
like
mean,
thinking, oh,
Zeus was on the ropes, bro. If
yeah.
if Adam hadn't have died and connected with that last fucking hit, that'd have been it.
Which I'm just saying, if Adam's in here in this story, where's Jesus? Sorry, Jesus got to be there somewhere. He's gonna be on the human side. If they put Jesus in it, which by the way, they put Trump in that Baki anime I told you about the last week or so when we talked about worst fathers. Trump's in that one now. But like, if, yeah, they're gonna put Adam, Adam and Eve. Everybody knows about that story. Where's Jesus at? I want to see Jesus fight for the humans. And if he loses, well, I'm gonna be like, okay, well, right, sure, okay. He's a pacifist. We got Buddha winning,
I
but
mean, he
yeah,
was. I
yeah,
mean, he was a pacifist. I mean, he literally, and that's probably why he's not in there. Let's think
yeah,
about it. You're up to fight. I quit. I do no harm. I mean, like he would be a good way for us to lose him at. You
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. I'm just
I
gonna
have
say
to
that,
give them credit though. I give them credit because to me, the best thing about it is they didn't go and have the Valkyries pick all of the most tried and true, upstanding fucking warriors. No,
yeah,
Broomhilda is literally looking for whoever can fucking win. She went and pulled Jack the Ripper.
yeah,
He's a fucking murderer.
and
She's like,
and
look, bitch.
and one of the most hated, well, not hated humans, but one of the most annoying humans of all time. And she's like, "Nope, I'm not using you yet." I'm like, "I'm not gonna tell you who it is, but like, if you watch it, you know I'm talking about the guy that's like fucking with everybody, and finds it
Yeah,
funny."
yeah.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh, we're gonna hold on to you." I'm like, "Why?" I want to see what he does. You're gonna have all these other ones from other cultures whooping ass, but everybody else is getting their ass kicked. I want to see his little punk ass and see why he's so annoying. I want to see why. I want to see what he does. This dude's pretty much the embodiment of Loki. That's all I'm gonna say. He's pretty much the embodiment of Loki. He's not Loki, but he's pretty much close to it. Um, it was a good one. I'm just,
Yeah, that would be a great match. Him and Loki.
yeah, those two,
I mean, how fucking annoyed would both sides be the entire fucking match?
yeah.
And
Um,
Beelzebub.
mm,
Beelzebub in his fucking little hidden corner fucking with shit.
like, yeah, we know something's going on. Don't mess with my game. Like, oh, you got something going on here, huh? You fucking locked up old
Yeah,
girl's
well, you heard
boyfriend.
Odin. Odin laid the law down, bitch. Don't.
Yeah,
Don't do it. I done told you. Don't make me say it again.
don't. That's saying don't. Sorry. All right, that's it for this
I
week.
don't know about you. I don't know about
Hmm?
you, but if Odin gave me that kind of look, two things is gonna happen, and one of them's gonna smell bad.
Yeah, it's not a god that I. If you really look into Odin's lore, he wasn't. He wasn't a nice one. Odin was not a nice
There's
god.
a reason why he was called the All Father. Because
Yeah.
all that fucked up, he treated them just like a daddy treating their children.
And everybody like the Marvel movies made him seem like a real swell guy, real sweet dude. No, he was not. He was definitely a warmonger. But anyways, all right, that's it for this week. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you haven't already, hit the like button, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear for your thoughts. Get your opinions on something. Be sure to let us know. You have a manga recommendation. Put that down there. I'd love to see more manga representation, not representation. I'm having a hard time speaking today.
Recommendations.
Recommendations. Boy, I gotta go grill after this too, so I'm gonna have some fun with that. But anyways, as always, have a good day, have a good night, have a good life. Much love, y'all. Bye.